Here it is. This is break number 842, the Panini Hoops Basketball 1-box eBay PYT auction. 24 packs, 8 cards per pack. Got Klay Thompson, followed by Dwight Howard, Spencer Dinwiddie of the Nets going to Michael. Michael in his first time with BreakTraders. Thank you for joining us. You can take 20% off your first order with new BT on the website with new BT promo code new BT. Then we've got Thon Maker, Rudy Gay, a Ja Morant high voltage, followed by Kenyon Martin Jr. RC and Elijah Hughes of the Jazz. That Kenyon Martin Jr. of the Rockets going to Double M, and Elijah Hughes of the Jazz going to Art. Two spots left in the Chronicles PYT plus random. Also, folks, would love to do a snake tonight. Feel free to let us know in the survey what type of snake draft you would like to see. We've got Joel Embiid, followed by Austin Rivers. We've got Darius Garland of the Cavs, and Fernie Simmons of the Trailblazers, DeAndre Ayton of the Suns. A now playing Alechka Pukovetsky of the Thunder. So break 890. Yep, I can. 1 second. CJ Ellerby with the Portland Trailblazers, and then Skylar Mars. First, we will randomize the 4 teams. We'll randomize the 4 teams, and they'll end up in some order. And then we will randomize the list of players or users, and the top 4 users in that order will be matched up with the 4 teams in whatever order they're in. Kristaps Porzingis, JJ Redick, Jason Tatum, DeMar DeRozan, Cody Zeller. We have our auto, and it is Dirk. Oh, this is not an auto. It's just a Legends of the Game. Dirk Nowitzki out of 199. Followed up by Peyton Pritchard of the Boston Celtics, and Patrick Williams of the Bulls. I know that was quite the tease. I apologize. I'm disappointed in myself that I teased that, and it didn't end up with the hitter. Patrick Beverley of the Clippers, Chris Middleton of the Bucks, Christian Wood of the Pistons. We've got T.J. Warren of the Pacers, Devontae Graham of the Hornets, Kristaps Porzingis of the Denver Mavericks, followed by Devin Vassell of the Spurs going to Double M, and Nico Mannion of the Golden State Warriors going to Art. Folks, remember, we've got our next show tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow at noon, the Daytime with Saute. We'll probably have a bunch of new eBay users on that one. Then we've got Chris Dunn of the Bulls, Andrew Wiggins of the Warriors, Kyle Kuzma of the Lakers, Paul Millsap of the Nuggets, and Theo Maledon of the Thunder. That's a Rookies Inc. And that's going to Michael. Michael with the auto during his first time with BreakTraders. An NBA Hoops City Edition, Derrick Rose, followed by, I got excited there because I saw the Hornet. It is Grant Willer, and then it's Tyrese Halliburton. The Tyrese Halliburton of the Sacramento Kings going to Michael. And folks, remember, a lot of discounts. Absolute 25 gets you 25% off any Absolute baseball product, including personals. In addition, we've got Prism 15. Prism 15 gets you 15% off all Prism football and basketball breaks. Kyrie Irving with the Brooklyn Nets. Juancho Hernangomez of the Timberwolves. Goran Dragic of the Heat, Carmelo Anthony of the Blazers, Marvin Bagley, the third of the Kings. We got next Kira Lewis Jr. of the Pelicans going to Double M, Xavier Tillman of the Grizzlies going to Eden, and Robert Woodard, the second of the Kings, going to Michael. Hey, Mr. Cards, thanks for joining us this evening. Feel free to join us on our YouTube channel so that you can enter into tonight's giveaways. We will be running another giveaway right after we do the auctions in the next break. Al Horford of Philadelphia, Fred VanVleet of the Raptors, Daniel House of the Rockets, Malcolm Brogdon of the Pacers, PJ Washington Jr. of the Hornets, a hypnotized Nikola Jokic of the Nuggets, followed by Aaron Naismith of the Boston Celtics going to Michael, and Obi Toppin of the Knicks going to Michael as well. Ooh, that's rough. Not a great one. Karl Anthony Towns, followed by Kemba Walker, Clint Capella, Buddy Hield. Then we've got Tristan Thompson. We got next RJ Hampton of the Nuggets going to Michael. Tyrese Maxey of the Philadelphia 76ers going to Mr. CEO. And Desmond Bane of the Grizzlies. Desmond Bane of the Grizzlies going to Eden. I don't know if John plays Warzone. John, do you play Warzone?
No.
He does not play Warzone, so I guess we will not be doing any Twitch streaming of Warzone. We've got Lou Williams of the Clippers, Wesley Matthews of the Bucks, Daniel Gofford of the Bulls, Duncan Robinson of the Heat, LaMarcus Aldridge of the Spurs, and then we've got Ray Allen, Legends of the Game out of 699. Followed up by Cassius Stanley of the Pacers and Jameis Ramsey of the Sacramento Kings. Jameis Ramsey of the Kings, and that is going to be going to Michael. Mr. Cards, if you go to YouTube and search BreakTraders on YouTube, it should pop up right away. Kevin Looney of the Warriors, Anthony Davis of the Lakers, Paul Millsap of the Nuggets, Blake Griffin of the Pistons, Evan Fournier of the Magic. We've got a Tyler Bay RC. Tyler Bay of the Dallas Mavericks going to Will. Alexis Pukashevsky of the Oklahoma City Thunder going to Michael. And then Isaac Okoro of the Cavs going to Double M. And if you like the basketball products, we've got the Hump Hoops 25. Hump Hoops 25 will get you 25% off all non-Prism basketball products this evening. 2 spots left in the Chronicles football hobby. DeAndre Jordan of the Nets, Matisse Thybulle of the Sixers, Kyle Lowry of the Raptors, Chris Paul of the Thunder, Miles Turner of the Pacers. We've got a backstage pass, NBA Hoops, Zion Williamson right there. Zion Williamson backstage pass, followed by Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart of Rochester, New York, in the Detroit Pistons going to Michael. And then Jordan Nora of the Milwaukee Bucks going to Michael as well. Eric Gordon of the Rockets, followed by Lonzo Ball of the Pelicans. Then we've got Brandon Clark of the Grizzlies, DeAndre Hunter of the Atlanta Hawks, followed by Bogdan Bogdanovic of the Kings, a now playing Peyton Pritchard of the Celtics. Thanks, Mr. Cards. Great to see you here. Then you got Jalen Smith of the Phoenix Suns going to Double M, and Denny Avajadi of the Washington Wizards going to Art. We've got Romeo Langford of the Celtics, Kawhi Leonard of the Clippers, George Hill of the Bucks, Goran Dragic of the Heat, Gary Harris of the Nuggets. We've got a Legends of the Ball, Scottie Pippen of the Bulls going to Derek. Then we've got Onika Okongwu of the Atlanta Hawks to Michael. And Saban Lee of the Pistons going to Michael as well. I'm doing my very best, Brett. The best that ever was. Little Pokemon humor there. Lauri Markkanen, Draymond Green, Matthew Dellavedova, Derek White, Derek Rose. We got next silver Tyrese Halliburton. There we go. Of the Sacramento Kings going to Michael. That's a nice card right there. Followed by Jaden McDaniels of the Timberwolves and Vernon Carey Jr. of the Hornets. The second time we've gotten a Hornet that wasn't exciting. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope of the Lakers, Taurean Prince of the Nets, Tobias Harris of the Sixers, Markelle Fultz of the Magic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Thunder. We've got a courtside Kawhi Leonard of the Clippers, followed by Zeke Naji of the Denver Nuggets. That's going to Michael. Then we've got an NBA Hoops James Wiseman of the Golden State Warriors going to Art. Brett Diddley, Brett. Serge Ibaka, followed by Luka Doncic. We've got Hassan Whiteside, Jonas Valanciunas, Terry Rozier, an NBA Hoops Anthony Edwards RC. Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards of the Timberwolves. And that is going to Eden. Kira Lewis Jr. of the Pelicans, and Precious Achiuwa of the Miami Heat. I know, we ran the Prism 15 special on both NFL and NBA Prism products. Jackson Hayes of the Pelicans, Gordon Hayward of the Celtics, Paul George of the Clippers, Marvin Bagley of the Kings, John Wall of the Wizards, followed by, boom, Tyrese Halliburton, 9 out of 10. And that is going to be going to Michael with the Kings. Woo! Then we've got a Leonard Bolmaro of the Timberwolves with the too big jersey, and Tyrell Terry of the Dallas Mavericks going to Will. Giannis of the Bucks, Thaddeus Young, Cameron Johnson, Mo Bamba, and it is Hedo Turkoglu of the Magic, the Hoops Inc., and that is going to be going to Michael. Followed by Anthony Hardaway, Zero Gravity, RJ Hampton of the Nuggets, and Nick Richards of the Hornets. Oh my Lanta, we now have 3 Hornets rookies and not the one that we were hoping for Ask the Inspector. Ask the Inspector, welcome to BreakTraders. Hopefully we can welcome you in with a Mellow. Oh, Jeff, that is you. Good to see you, Jeff. Doom, doom, doom. James Harden, Seth Curry, Brandon Ingram. We've got Cameron Johnson of the Suns, Terry Rozier of the Hornets, a Silver Giannis Tribute Edition, Silver Giannis Tribute Edition, and now it is. He came in like a LaMelo Ball. And there we go. We wanted it for you. We got it for you. There it goes. The LaMelo Ball base RC out of that one. Then we've got Yodoko Azubuike of the Jazz going to Art. Haha, Cynthia. Daniel Teese of the Celtics, Reggie Jackson of the Clippers, Mo Bamba of the Magic, Devin Booker of the Suns. We got Thon Maker of the Pistons, Domantas Sabonis of the Pacers, Malachi Flynn, RC of the Raptors, going to Art, and Daniel Toro of the Clippers going to Michael. Dante DiVincenzo, Otto Porter Jr., Eric Paschal, Aaron Gordon of the Mavs, Kevin Porter Jr. of the Cavs. We've got a prime twine, Joel Embiid, followed by Cassius Winston of the Washington Wizards going to Art, and Trey Jones of the Spurs going to Double M. Chronicles with 2 spots left. Chronicles PYT random with 2 spots left. Remember, you get a chance at the Dolphins, the Bengals, and the Chargers, and the Eagles with every entry there. PYT plus random for the Panini Contenders basketball, 13 spots left in that. Danny Green of the Lakers, of the Trailblazers, we got the Raptors, Pascal Siakam, Rudy Gay of the Spurs, Luke Kennard of the Pistons, Jonathan Isaac of the Magic, a now playing Jaden McDaniels of the Timberwolves, and that's going to Eden, followed by Emmanuel Quickley of the Knicks, and another Anthony Edwards. That's double Anthony Edwards tonight of the Timberwolves going to Eden. Two packs left in this break. Malik Beasley, Mitchell Robinson, Dwight Powell of the Mavs, Kelly Oubre Jr. of the Suns, Bam Adebayo of the Heat. We've got a silver, Derrick Rose, followed by Sadiq Bey of the Pistons, and Tyler Bey of the Mavericks. And then our last pack of this break. Derek Favors, followed by Marcus Smart. We've got Lonnie Walker, Patty Mills, Nicole Jokic, Mark Gasol, Theo Maledon of Oklahoma City Thunder, and Cole Anthony of the Magic. Cole Anthony of the Magic going to Michael. Alrighty. Let's get ready to run down these rookies. Cole Anthony of the Magic, followed by Theo Maledon of the Thunder, Tyler Bey of the Mavs, Sadiq Bey of the Pistons, Emmanuel Quickley of the Knicks, now playing Jaden McDaniels of the Timberwolves, Trey Jones of the Spurs, Cassius Winston of Washington, Daniel Oturu of the Clippers, Malachi Flynn of the Raptors, Udeka Uzbuki of the Jazz, Nick Richards of the Hornets, RJ Hampton of Denver, Terrell Terley of Dallas, Leonardo Bolombaro of Minnesota, Precious Achiuwa of Miami, Kira Lewis Jr. of the Pelicans, James Weissman of the Golden State, Zeke Naji of Denver, Vernon Carey Jr. of the Hornets, Jaden McDaniels of the Timberwolves, Saban Lee of the Pistons, Onika Okongwu of the Hawks, Denny Avijaya of the Wizards, Jalen Smith of the Suns, Peyton Pritchard of the Celtics, Jordan Nora of the Bucks, Isaiah Stewart of the Pistons, Isaac Okoro of the Cavs, followed by Olejeski Pukovsevsky of the Thunder, Tyler Bey, purple, this not numbered of the Mavs, Jameis Ramsey of the Kings, Cassius Stanley of the Pacers, Desmond Bane of the Grizzlies, Tyrese Maxey of Philadelphia, RJ Hampton we got next of the Nuggets, Obi Toppin of the Knicks, Aaron Naismith of the Celtics, Robert Woodard II of the Kings, Xavier Tillman of the Grizzlies, Kira Lewis Jr. of the Pelicans, followed by Tyrese Halliburton of the Sacramento Kings, going to Michael, followed by Grant Willer of the Hornets, Nico Mannion of Golden State, Devin Vassell of the Spurs, Patrick Williams of the Bulls, Peyton Pritchard of the Celtics, Skylar Mars of the Hawks, CJ Ellerby of the Trailblazers, now playing Olejeski Pukovsevsky of the Oklahoma City, Elijah Hughes of the Jazz, and Kenyon Martin Jr. of Houston. Oh, I must have hit that with my side of my hand again. All right, let's run through these. First, our autos. Hito Turkoglu of the Magic going to Michael. And Theo Maladon RC of the Thunder going to Michael as well. Then we've got We Not Got Next, Tyrese Halliburton of the Kings. The base, Anthony Edwards of the Timberwolves. And the NBA Hoops, Anthony Edwards of the Timberwolves as well. Both of those going to Eden. Then we've got He Came In Like a LaMelo Ball going to Jeff. And our big hitter, the Tyrese Halliburton out of 10. 9 out of 10. And that is going to Michael. That's going to Michael. And that's the end of break number 842. We'll be right back with M2 Break Traders Park.